Hello, I'm Jess from Studio Ballet Evolution. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Today I'm going to be teaching you a follow-along introduction to ballet class. So basically we're going to be learning demi-pliés, battement tendus, and jetés. I hope you had a chance to watch our video on the basic positions of the feet and arms. It is very helpful. If you haven't, I highly recommend you do that before doing this video. And also as well, please make sure you're really careful. I'm not there with you, so I can't check your alignment. I will be giving you a lot of tips and information, but just be really careful and make sure that you are aware of your alignment while you're doing class. Let's go ahead. Here we go. So feel that nice lengthened feeling through the body, that feeling of the fountain, softness under the feet, and we're going to do our demi-plié in sixth position. Nice and slow, so our brain has time to understand exactly what we're doing. Good, and one more. So really lengthening through the body. Visualize that teacup on the head so we're not falling, and those hips nice and square, making sure that we're not going down or up, just straight forward those car headlights. Good, let's go to first position. Feeling the back of the legs, that beautiful rotation, lengthening through the spine, and we want to make sure that our knees are tracking over the toes, so don't open your feet too much. Good, nice and slow through the body, one more time. It's good to practice this in front of a mirror to make sure that you're not rolling, right? We want to make sure that the knees are over the toes. If you find you need to bring your feet in a little bit. Good, lengthening through the spine. And we're going to do our tendu to the side. Keeping our hips nice and square. Legs should be on a diagonal front. You don't want it too far open. Good, we're going to lower into second position. It should be about the width of your hips and your shoulders, about 1 foot. Good. Once again, not turning out from the ankle, feeling that rotation and that softness in the feet. Here we go, demi-plié. Coming back up. We don't go too low in a demi-plié. It's not a squat. So keep your spine nice and straight. Remember those car headlights. And coming back. Good. We're going to tendu the other foot. And we're going to come back to first position. Good, we're going to go to third position. So we're going to put from first position, one heel in front, make sure we're not overturning out the ankle, keeping that tripod feeling, right, of the big toe, the pinky, and the heels in the floor, lengthening through the spine, nice and slow. So when we're in third, you can't go as low. Don't force it, just keep going straight. So really important that I stay straight, that I don't go here or let my knees go, right? Nice and straight. Good, back to first position, lengthening through the spine, other foot in front. Inhale, exhale, we plie. Good, nice and slow coming up. Good, one more. You're doing really well. Knees tracking over those toes. Good. We're going to go back to first position. Just put your feet in a little first, and we're going to do our port de bras. So we're going to open our arm to second. Remember, elbow up, palm front, and allongé. Arm up to a beautiful half of a V. Bring that arm over your head. Make sure that your fingertips, nose, belly button, and heel are in line. Breath lifting up like a fountain of water and over. Keep that arm over the head. Don't let it drop. Looking to the floor, coming up. Opening that arm to second. So as you can see, ballet is really good for your core, right? We're always lengthening through the spine, toning our waist, using our obliques. Good, up over our head. Inhale, exhale. Gently turn the head, looking to the floor as if you're sliding against a wall. So don't let your shoulders turn. Keeping square, coming up. Opening the arm. Good. Excellent, now let's go on to our tendu. So we're going to do a battement tendu devant with the right leg. So we're going to keep those hips nice and square. We're going to lift under our glutes. Imagine you have a little fire. So right where my hamstrings and glute meets, there's a little fire, and I'm lifting up through my abdominals, feeling that beautiful fountain. And if you can, if it's not too much information, moving from under the foot like you're massaging the floor. Let's do a little plie, demi-plié. Very nice. If ever you need a break, you stop. Battement tendu to the side. So once again, keeping those hips square. You'll probably have to put your leg a little bit in front. Keep going. To the side, battement tendu, going under the floor. Feel that little fire under us. Coming back, massaging the bottom of the foot. The soles of the feet are melting, always knees over the toes. Good. Lengthening through the spine. Now when we go to the back, I always tell my beginners to really important to keep our hips square, right? All the time. So if you need to, put your leg more on a diagonal. What's important is that your hips and shoulders are facing front and that you're spiraling and rotating that supporting leg. So try not to overcross or to do it and have this knee getting all twisted and the ankle. So let's do that twice more. So if we go to the back, lengthening through the spine. Good, coming back. Keeping those hips square. So you want to visualize like you have a string pulling the hamstring back. Good, we come back and a beautiful plie. And we're going to go right into the other side. Demi-point, point of the foot, lengthening through the spine, keeping those hips square. This is really hard work. Going slow is harder, in my opinion, than going fast. So you're getting really strong by going really slow. Good, beautiful plie. And like I said, if you need a break, you stop and you start again. Good, keeping those hips square, especially that hip on this working leg. Make sure it doesn't pull back. So if you need to, put your hand there and make sure it's not moving. It's the leg, so you want to put it on a diagonal, not too far to the side. Lifting under those glutes, plie, nice and long, neck, beautiful ballet posture. And like I said, to the back, you go where your hips want you to go. Keep those hips and shoulders front and going under the floor. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Really important to breathe. That's one thing I'm always telling you, make sure you breathe, right? It's new and sometimes we forget to breathe. Excellent. Beautifully done. We're going to move on to our jetés. Let's learn jetés and then we will do it with the music. So jeté is more dynamic than a battement tendu. We want to feel that feeling of like an arrow shooting. So it's not tense, but it's very dynamic. So it's about 30 degrees off the floor. We're going to do a little jeté. When we go from first position, it's 30 degrees and come in. So it's like an arrow shooting out and coming back in. We want to make sure we keep those hips, right, nice and square, and that our legs don't go too much to the side, right? We want to keep those hips nice and square. Let's go ahead and try it. Here we go, nice and dynamic. Jeté, 30 degrees and in. Hips nice and square. Feel those transverse abdominals engaging and the obliques. One more, like an arrow. And in, arm in first, up to third. Turn the head, come back. Here we go, the other side. And just 30 degrees and in. Under the floor with that foot. Nice and dynamic. One more, lengthening through the spine. Feel that core, nice and engaged. Arm in first, up to third, turn the head, come back. Excellent work. I hope you enjoyed our follow along class.